Alrighty, welcome back to another stream or stitch with me or whatever you want to call it. And I need to tighten up my chair when I get a chance. I always forget to do it till I get comfortable in it. But we're going to work on Dachshund today. I tried working on Dachshund on Thursday and it was kind of a half stream. It wasn't a very good stream. I was very stressed. And so today we're going to get some... Oh, I stole my husband's phone. Uh-oh, he might need that. He's out of the house. Whoops. But we're gonna stitch. We're gonna stitch on Dachshund here. I don't have my face on screen today because I actually deleted that camera. I can't remember why. I was having an issue with it, and then I just haven't had time to get it set back up yet. I don't think about these things until I get ready to stream again. So I should probably do something different about that. But for now, it is what it is. Let me get that out of the way. Let me get this out of the way. So we're going to be a little low tech stream here today. Oh man, did I bring glasses to the stream? Are the glasses in the stream? Oh man, talk about low tech. I can't use my own eyes. I must not use my own eyes. Thank you, bring me my glasses. Yeah, she's not going to do that. If only I could train her to do that. She might do it. She might do it. Alright, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. I gotta go get some glasses. I gotta move you guys to the side. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'll be right back. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. 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 Ooh, that reminds me. Here's a highlighter. I'm gonna need it for this project because we're not using Pattern Keeper today, sadly. Again, sorry. I know you're dizzy. I know you're dizzy. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good morning. Morning, Nanette. Morning, Sheila. Morning, guys. Whew, we got about 3-4 inches of snow today. Oh, and if you're here, thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate it. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Well, welcome. Oh, getting some things organized behind the scenes here. Morning, Ellie Belly. Morning, Charlene. Morning, Storm. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well. I'm doing better than I was on Thursday, that's for sure. Thursday was a crazy day. Thursday was a crazy day. Ooh, I'm all set up to begin doing more stitching here. Yay! I'm going to focus on this bottom part here. I might need to move this back. Hold on, guys. Hold on. There we go. I'm going to be listening and watching while doing a few things around here. Maybe. I gotcha. Put up the tree. Yay! Started wrapping presents to go under it. Yay! I've already gotten everything from hubby. And the tree is up. And I don't get him a whole lot. He really doesn't want me to get him a whole lot. He always scolds me whenever I buy him anything. And so, but he's just going to have to deal with it. But, yeah, he's funny like that. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm going to wait until more people come here, but I got a new design that I'm going to put on the store, I think today. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And I hope people like it too. But I want to make some progress on Dachshund. I have not really stitched on Dachshund since my attempt on Thursday. And by the way, the dog is doing just fine. Still kind of a mystery as to what happened, but the dog is fine now. Everything's all good. It makes me happy when times are good. Purple Sharon's here. Val's here. Pam's here. Wow, everybody's here. Hi, guys. Good morning, good morning. Hey, Yoon. Can't mention anything right now because he's sitting right here. Ah, I gotcha. Cool. I get you. It is a hard thing to know. It is a hard thing to know. Alrighty. Well, since a ton of you guys are like, boom, you're here, I am going to show you what I got stitched, or not stitched. I started working on the Empire State Workers last night. I got about 300-400 stitches done on that one. And I've been working on Rainy Waterloo Place. I'll probably do some more work on that one today. What am I looking at? Oh, I'll just show you the rough up of my new project, or not my new project, but the new cross stitch that's going to be on or going to be on the show, going to be on the show, going to be on the store, going to be on my Etsy store, probably later today. I'm going to put it up. It's a new monochromatic piece, and we'll see what you guys think. It's young Frankie Sinatra, if you guys can see. And so it's another one of the monochrome pieces. Doesn't show up perfectly well here on camera. Hopefully it'll show up better for you guys. But that's it's a fairly big piece. It's about, I think it's 20-something thousand stitches. But there's Frank Sinatra, chairman of the board. Gotcha. So that's going up on it's going up on the Etsy store. Hopefully later today. So pretty happy about that. I'm gonna put my phone aside so that I don't read texts and stuff today, because that gets me in trouble when I happen to glance at the phone. Nobody should be reaching out to me Sunday morning this early. Nobody. Except for husband, but husband's not going to, because I sadly stole his cell phone somehow this morning. And so he's out at Home Depot right now buying some wood. I didn't have to work yesterday, but I was over at work because we were building a platform for where the kitty condos are going to be in the kennel, and which is what we're building over at work. And so we built ourselves some platforms, some rolling platforms for the kitty condos, so we can move them around, so we'll be able to clean around them and keep the floor real dust clean as possible. Oh, I'm so happy you guys are all here. That's awesome. I hope you're doing well. We got like 4 inches of snow overnight. We got about an inch or 2 the day before. Yeah, everything is looking good. It's things are rolling along. Whew. But what are you guys working on today? Like, what's going on? Is everybody just getting ready for Christmas, or are we working on stitching or knitting, or what's going on with you guys today? I really do want to make some good progress with this today. I really do, really do. And then what am I doing today? I think I'll probably work on some more designs. I was trying to figure out, I want to do an Elvis, I want to do, well, there's a few that I want to do in the monochrome series. Oh, but I also released, I didn't show you guys, I also released a few more I want to say George Surratt. He does pointillism, or he did pointillism like 140 years ago or something. Let me pull it up on my store here real quick. But I have released a few more. I really do need to get my, there we go. Let's see here. I need to get this thing figured out. Oh, I finally put up Migrant Mother. Come on, Minty. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you guys see that? Let me see if I can get a better picture. Come on. That's what it looks like. Migrant mother. I don't know how well they show up on here, but that's another one I put up yesterday. And then working on a Christmas salad this morning. Nice. And then I put up this one. And this is one of the George Seurat paintings, the pointillism paintings. So I don't think the colors are going to come through as well as they should. So that's one. Oh, Rena, thank you so much for subscribing again. I appreciate you so much. You subscribed for 7 months? That's amazing. Let's see here. Thank you so much. And if Owen missed my thanks, I wanted to thank Owen as well. Right before I started streaming, Owen subscribed to me. Thank you so much. All right. Where's my... There it is. There's the other one. And then you guys will recognize this piece because this is pretty famous. And I did this one. I just don't think the colors are showing up really well because of the... You can see it. Sunday afternoon on the island of Legrand. Another famous. So I got that going on cross stitch. So I got that going on the store. Legrand Jot. How do you pronounce that? Is it Jot or is it Jotte or? Rena, I'm glad you caught us again too. I haven't seen you in a while. Yay! We got a new remote. Yay! Awesome. You had a small dog show up at your house this morning, called in to run the collar, and she's no longer in. I would take her in. Call the vet in Brownsville, left a message, call the government service people if anyone's looking for her. She's a mess, hungry, thirsty, dirty. Aww. Oh, poor thing. I'm so glad she's with you now, though. That's awesome. She said, you're a cross stitcher. You're a nice person. I'm going to come see you and hang out with you. Poor little thing. Okay. Making some progress. Making some progress. I could try and move this light. I wonder if I can move it a little bit closer to me. Whoops. I hit buttons on my computer. I try and do this. So it's a bit bright. Is that too bright? That's too bright. Never mind. Let's bring that over here. Too bright. Wow. I have been cleaning. I put up a bunch of bins on the wall, so I start organizing that. I went through a lot of my. I did find, thankfully, the page that I'm missing on this, and I'm gonna make a copy of it because I've actually highlighted the whole thing. So I'm gonna need to make a copy so that I can start over with. Like this was from the time before. I haven't found the current page 2, but at least I have a page 2 now. And so if I can make it just like a black and white copy, then I can start highlighting again. But that means that I can continue making progress on our little dachshund here. So that will be good. Let me... All right. We'll probably get back to maybe some foible. Some people. Ah. All right. Or I found that, and then I found a bunch of my colors downstairs. Let me. Let's see here. No, I'm gonna leave it like that. And then I found a bunch of my colors that. Oops, let's get that out of the way. That I've been missing, and so because they're all in these little bags, and I had them spread out everywhere, like a big crazy person, and so we're gonna color in a bunch of different colors here. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fantastico. Oh, but let's see. Val's working on a Christmas salad this morning. Nice. One symbol, ja. She has a small amount of food and a lot of water in her bath. The water was black. Yuck. I took a lot of hair off. She's wrapped up in warm towels in your lap. And yes, she's asleep. Oh, that's adorable. Poor little thing. Poor little thing. Good gracious. We got a new dog bed for the dogs downstairs. It's like one of those orthopedic, fairly large orthopedic beds. And we got one that has like the bumper around like three sides of it. Because we thought, they're going to, they love it because they just kind of put their heads up on that. And it's been awesome because it's really large. It's big enough to fit. If Zuzu wants to stretch totally out on it, it fits her just fine with room to spare. But mostly what we've been seeing is multiple dogs sharing it at the same time, which is nice. So a frequent thing is like jelly and Doogie on it, or jelly and Topher on it. And so that's been nice to have them have a new bed to lay on. They really like it. And as long as they can prevent from destroying it, they'll have it for a very long time. But there were years there where Zuzu would just rip anything up that she could get a hold of. I'm just getting some color together here. So hopefully that won't be the case. I go in mode. Yay! Here we go. But is anybody else working on a piece today? Sorry. A little futzy. A little futzy. Let me pull this back up a little bit so I can get my big old head in here. Let's see. I'll figure out where I'm at here. Oh, because I've got stuff I haven't highlighted. All right, hold on here. All right, that on and that on, and that on, and that done, and that done. All right, I think I know where I'm at. You need to get a few pairs of socks knitted up for Christmas and no stitching for you right now? I understand. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. I'm going to start right here because I can. And I know where I'm at. It's hard to see. I'm using like a light, super light colored floss right now, so y'all can't quite tell. But I decided to work on, so the two pieces that I'm working on of my own store right now is the Empire State Workers, and then Lincoln Memorial at night. So those two I want to get done. And then, yeah, it's awesome. Awesome, awesome. 1, 2, 5. But the stitching is happening, and the stitching feels good. Oh, I still haven't made any progress with the whole framing thing, which is ridiculous, but I'll get there. I'll get there. Haven't had the mind free enough to really kind of figure out what I want to do with that. But we're getting there. Working on a Lindy Stitches piece. Nice. I modified Onward Noble Street Steed. First time on linen. Couldn't figure out 2 over this 36-count fabric. My eyes are crossing. It's tiny. I'll bet it is. I like Lindy Stitches. She always has like that. I started watching a couple years ago. I always thought that she was like she looked like a classic, like early 19th century, like the way she like styled herself. I don't know. I can't get the words to describe her, but it was like maybe it was because of her name too, Lindy, because like it's the dance or whatever. Hi, bird. Good morning, bird. Ah, bird. Good morning, bird. Do you need something? You trying to tell me you need something? I can't get up right now and get it though, baby. It'll be okay. I'll fix you up. Like the Lindy Hop and the way she did her hair. It's cool. Very cool. But yeah, 36 count linen is, I don't know if I've ever done anything on, I want to say, I know I've done 32. I might have done 36 at some point. I've done a few pieces like that. You just got to get used to it. Once you get used to it, it's pretty straightforward. Just like with anything with stitching. But, although I'm sure I've made a few mistakes here and there. Fabric tension is key though, or stitching tension, like not pulling too tight so that you end up causing yourself some problems because of you're pulling too tight, so you can see the spaces between the stitches too easily. It just takes practice. Oh, that reminds me, I did record a video the other day. I just haven't released it yet. I'll release it tomorrow. I had all these plans on Thursday. I was like, I'm going to do this and this and this and this, and then I had to go to work, and then I just kind of threw my day off, and other things popped up, and yeah, so I forgot about all my plans on that day. But it's okay. That's really a stitch. That's a stitch. There we go. All right. I'm less than an hour. I'm finishing up my next book in the Expanse series, which has just been fantastic. It's one of those books where it's like, or one of those series where, like, I start the book, and I'm like, I don't know if I really like these characters a whole lot. I don't know if I, this and that, whatnot. And then, of course, it just sucks me in completely, so that I end up going, yep, I really like it. By the end, by halfway through the book, I'm completely immersed. And so, just about finished with another one. I already have the other one on loan, so I'm ready to roll with the next book. So, I'd say this one I probably didn't like as much as the one before, but it's still pretty good. It was Cibola or Chibola. I'm not sure, something like that. But I think I have like still like another 3 books to finish, 3 or 4, which is great. I have no plans to watch the TV show because in my head I have images of what everybody looks like and how everything goes, and I think you guys told me the other day that the series doesn't really quite follow the book because it's really hard to follow the book because it's fairly complicated and there's so much that goes on inside the characters' minds that can't really. It's hard to translate that to dialogue and everything else. Good morning, cars. Have you guys ever watched a show on, I think it's on Netflix, called The Repair Shop? It's an English show that is, what does it do? It just basically involves all these like experts in like woodworking and like upholstery and guy that does like a lot of watches, and they just do like restoration repair of all these like really old items and the family heirlooms and things like that. And it's just fascinating to watch them work. And my husband's been watching that series, and so we tend to watch at least one episode at night before we go to sleep. And it's just fun. It's just really nice. Really, really nice. Calming. But the skills that these guys have to be able to do what they do is pretty dang amazing. So they have metal workers and just anything you can imagine. There are experts in what they're doing. Sewing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. All right. You love that show? Yeah. Hey, Winnie. Good morning. Yeah, it's really nice. Just pleasant. Just a pleasant show. All right. Hot diggity dog diggity. Making some progress. This project's going to go, if I can make sure I've tracked down my colors and whatnot, this project is going to go a lot faster on the roller frame. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee. Oh, I am. I know why. The other thing that happened, yeah, all kinds of things happened on Thursday when I got back home. So I actually, it's going to be kind of sad, but I actually attended a funeral of a family friend via, I want to say via Zoom, but it was really like they were just broadcasting it, which I hope in the future that like that this kind of happens so that it's so hard for people to be able to make it to certain events and whatnot, and for like I wouldn't have traveled home for this, but I did attend it virtually. A friend, a friend's father I had growing up, and it was really nice to be there. It was really nice to be there. I got to see a lot of people I hadn't seen in a long time, even if it was just online. But that was, I ended up doing that, and then I talked to my mom, and before I knew it was like 2:30, and then I think I just went downstairs and started stitching on Rainy Waterloo Place. So which was good to do. Very good to do. Hey, Bob, thanks for following. I appreciate you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your neighbor is a retired grandfather clock repairer. He uses a bunch of clocks and they're fascinating. That's cool. Once you went to Vision, he showed you this 100-year-old watch he was fixing. It was great. Yeah, it's like there's a lot of skilled artisans out there. You kind of wonder like how much, like, if the good thing that you see is there's a couple of younger people that are doing repairs, but you wonder if in some cases that it's going to become such a dying art as some things are lost, like certain knowledge and whatnot. But I don't know. This is fascinating. Absolutely fascinating stuff. And the porcelain repair and stuff. That's just amazing. Just amazing. And there's that one guy on there, Will, who's like can't be more than like, I mean, he might be like in his 20s. He's probably in his 20s. He looks so young. He's probably mid to late 20s maybe, and he's got such a great skill set for woodworking. And you wonder like, how does somebody? I mean, obviously maybe he grew up in a family of woodworkers or something, or just drawn to it as a kid and just has been doing it his whole life. But it's it's quite amazing to be that skilled at something like that. Did I do that right? I did that right. Nope, I didn't do that right. Let me pull it back out. There we go. I gotta do that one here. There we go. And then I need one here too. There we go. There's an ancient Chinese wood carving art form that's now just one guy who knows how to do it, and he's in his 80s. It's going to be lost forever very soon. Oh, wow. Read an article several years ago from the National Trust in the UK about how dire the need for people with skills in the old arts and repairs really is. Exactly. Because it's, we've kind of turned into a society or a culture as a whole of replace instead of restore and repair. And I'm just as guilty of it as anybody else is, but it is one of those, hopefully at some point, well, not at some point, but hopefully there are people out there that are learning. And hopefully to show like the repair shop, maybe that's why they encourage the repair shop, because they're like, in the UK, they're like, maybe we'll have people that'll be interested in learning how to do this, reach out and apprentice with these masters, because they are masters. Yeah, the guy that does the watch stuff. Oh my goodness, like all the teeny little pieces that he works with. I'm like, how do you possibly know where every single little piece goes? It's quite amazing. Because I know I would like, I'd put it back together, it might work, and I'd have about 15 pieces left over. Hey, X-Ray! Haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? Hope you're not working too hard. Hope you've been safe and healthy. Restore and repair is really the sustainable green thing to do, and I think people are starting to catch on to that. Hopefully, people will figure it out, and more will learn before it's too late. Exactly. You roll a natural critical D20 for dexterity. That's a is that a D&D thing? I don't do D&D. You've been working a lot but staying very healthy? Good. Agree, the guy who does the watch is amazing. Pam's back! Mad run for a photo and glue. Cool. Cool. But yeah, all those guys who do that work there is just truly amazing. Well, I've already done more stitching on Dachshund than I've done in the last, I don't know how many months. Hot diggity dog diggity. Nice. Nice. Very cool, very cool, very cool, very cool. Hot diggity dog. I'm just excited making progress on this piece finally. It's taking forever. The people who restore items are artists. Absolutely. Absolutely. There was especially I was thinking, there was the one person who was restoring the painting that had the hole in it. Like it was an old painting. It was, you know, as they would say, quite lovely. And it literally had like a torn piece in it. And you could see where the canvas was frayed and whatnot. And they literally went in, reinforced it on the back, and they was able to paint over top of it. And I could not tell that that had a hole in it before. They did such an amazing job of matching colors and texture and I just realized how long I haven't been here. I didn't even know you restarted Dachshund. I just did that this week. Um, this past Thursday, I started working on it, and so I finished raising the flag, and I got these roller bars out, and they'll fit Dachshund, just fit Dachshund, and so I'm going to switch off on the roller frame between Reaper and Dachshund when I can, and work on one, get a lot of progress on it, work on the other, that kind of thing. So at least multiple projects are getting worked on. But this is nice because it's just a lot of color. So just a lot of color. And not that you can tell right now because I'm just stitching with a really light whitish color right now. I've been watching a guy on YouTube that restores paintings. You're glued to the screen watching him. That's awesome. I probably know who that is because we've watched some different people do that. Um, Even just watching the transformation when he cleans a painting is awesome. I know, right? When you think about like these paintings that have lived in houses where maybe people smoked or if there was a fire or something, and then just going through and cleaning them, oh, it's amazing. How big will the finished piece be? I am currently doing a DMC kit of the Starry Night of Van Gogh. Oh, cool. This piece is roughly, it is 14 count, and it is roughly about, what is that, 20 inches by, let's see, that's about 12. Yeah, I'd say about 20 inches by about 18 inches, I think, ish. So, what the heck? What am I doing? But you can see up top on the photo that I'm working on the wings on the side. Now, for those who don't know, this piece was actually lost. This is a restart. I had the original one of this. I had it on 18 count, and I had stitched all the way up here, and I had stitched the next page over, and I was on the third page, and I lost the piece. Flat out lost the cross stitch. I have no clue as to where it ended up, where it is. It was just missing. And it's funny because it happened around the same time that we lost our dachshund, passed away from a variety of different ailments, but she was like 17, 18 years old. So the joke was that she took it with her. But I had to decide if I was going to restart this or not, having done quite a lot of the thing already. So I decided to redo it, but I was going to do it in 14 counts, so it makes it easier on me because I'm not the biggest fan of working with 18 count. I just like 14; it's just easier, and I just like it. So I've restarted, and I've probably gotten as many stitches in this as I got in the other one, but this time I'm going down the side rather than going across first. So But yeah, so it's one of those things that I probably would be a lot further along if I hadn't lost it, but it's okay. Things happen for reasons. Baumgartner Restorations. Nice. I've seen a repair a piece that was water damaged with the paint lifting off the surface. I'm in awe of the skill and patience it takes. That's cool. Do you ever watch the shoe repair guys? There's the brothers out of Nashville that do they're always repairing old boots, old shoes, leather, the really fancy kind. I love watching like shoe restorations too, boot restorations. I am I've never had my shoes fixed per se. Um, Partially because I don't think I've ever had a pair of shoes that was good enough, that you would want to repair it. someday I want to get a nice pair of just like comfortable boots that are so good that they can be restored like that, you know, that I could have for forever. I see people occasionally wearing boots that look like they've had them for forever, and I'm like, I'm a little jealous of that. But maybe when the pandemic is past, we'll be able to, I'll get back out, and that'll be something that I look for, something comfortable that I can wear out and about, super comfy. And of course, I like to watch car repair stuff. Actually, the one that I'm watching right now that I love very much is, oh gosh, Samson Boat Company. And it's a young English guy. Well, I say young. He's probably in his late 30s, mid 30s, and he's restoring an old wooden um, ship, basically like an old racing ship, cutter. I'm not sure what they call them. And and so literally, like the boat was. I don't know if he was just looking for the boat, or I think people reached out to him because he had a reputation for, you know, being good at restoration. He was working on the East Coast, and they had reached out to him and said, you know, this is a very famous boat. Would you be interested in restoring it? We basically give it to you to do so because it was in such disrepair. It, you know, it couldn't float. All the wood was warped. It just needed a complete, you know, overhaul. And so he took it in, and he took, you know, they gave him some donations to get started, and then he started a YouTube channel documenting his progress, and he got a Patreon page and everything, and now he has more than enough funds to be able to do this, and he has like a full-time crew now of people who have sort of, I don't know, for whatever reason, like they're there with him now, and they're restoring the boat, people from all over the states, and they literally, I mean, honestly, I feel like they've kind of rebuilt the boat because they've done every bit of it where um, they've took they've taken um, like every piece of wood pretty much off of this boat because it was warped, it had been damaged, um, and these literally just from it's absolutely amazing the level of knowledge that this guy has to be able to put this boat together in a way that is just. Anyway, if Samson Boat Company, and my boat company is Boat CO, um, for company, and it is truly amazing what he's doing. And I think they've probably got another at least 6 months on it, maybe another year on it. They've been working. I think he's been working on it for a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. For the first year and a half or so, he did it completely by himself. Now he's got people there helping him, which is good because I don't even know how long it would take him to get it done if he didn't do that. Wish there were more book restoration channels. You struggle to find a good one. I get you. I get you. Yeah, it's hard sometimes too because YouTube will be very stingy on what it lets you look at. Um, that sometimes it might help to watch other things in the genre, and then maybe a video that, hey, you might like this one, will pop out. Because there could be a new channel out there with only like, 500 subscribers, and YouTube's like, I'm not going to push this one. And they're really stingy on how they do that at times. He has been gone for an awful long time to go to. Well, unfortunately, he doesn't have his phone to tell me why he's gone. And I can't track him. Sometimes if I'm like, he's been gone a while, I'll pull out my phone and I'll pull up that Life 360 app, and I can see where he's at. It makes me feel better. I can just see where he's at, what he's doing. What you doing? Okay. Trenton and Heath? Is that the name of the shoe guys? Maybe. That's their names. Their dad, I think they're, I'm not trying to think if their dad taught them. Cobblers. That's what they are, cobblers. All right, let's highlight a little bit. All right. Whew. I'm going to work on some purple. Find my purple. Hello, purple. But I ended up getting quite caught up in my... It's funny how some days I'll be like, I'm just going to work on new patterns and whatnot. So... But I got a lot of... Well, in looking for the Dachshund page, I ended up with a lot of little found things here and there with all my stuff. I found that I had more fabric than I realized, which is how I could start Empire State Workers. The although it's not a very large piece, and I think I'm going to do the unspeakable, and well, I might hand serge it. I might hand serge it, but I also might just put some tape on it. But I know everybody's going to be like, "You put tape on the edges of your cross stitch?" No, 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 no. Oh. If I was going to learn one restoration skill, it would be book restoration and hand book binding. Nice. Use that app when my son and his fiance were driving back to Connecticut from Florida last year. It made me feel a lot better. And yes, they knew I was doing it and they were okay with it. I think they have to allow it, don't they? I don't think, like, you have, you know, you put it on your phone and then you let certain people monitor you if you need to. And so, because, like, I put it on my mom's for, like, that reason when she does road trips, although she hasn't done any road trips, obviously, since everything started. But she just wanted to make sure that I, you know, knew what she was doing, and in case something happened, you know, that I would know where she's at, because she's never too far away from her phone, like most of us. Yeah, Life 360 is the name of it, and so there's a free version and a paid version. I do the free version. Because I don't need that kind of detail. If you have kids, it's actually really good, because not only will it, you know, show you their routes, where they went, how long they stayed someplace, it also shows you how fast they drive. And so that can be helpful in some cases. It's not restoration related. Curiosity Inc. has a YouTube channel that finds, buys, and sells antiques. The gentleman is from Edmonton, Alberta, and just bought the contents of a hoarder house. Wow, that's cool. He's just starting to clean it out and found items from the 50s and 60s. Nice. That is really cool. Yeah, who knows what treasures are out there, right? So many treasures. Treasures galore. That is pretty cool, though. Okay, I am going to
we go. Wish I could get this a little tighter. I'll work on it later, but right now that's the extent. It's okay. I'm so set in my ways and how I like things. Let's see here. There. Here we go. A little purple in the middle of this lane. Oh, get out of there, you. There we go. Here we go. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Ah, there we go. Okay. Okay. Now we're cooking. Now we're going to get some color into this wing area here. Get some lines on this thing. Okay, I'm going to come all the way down here and just do some vertical rows here. Ah, rocket propelled Freeman. There is a site pretending to be Amazon.com. Got a text saying my FedEx package was postponed. Yeah, there's so many different. We get all kinds of scams all the time. I get scams from Square. I mean, they're not from Square, but people will be like, your Square transaction did not go through. I'm like, I don't use Square, silly. And just different things. Yeah, you always gotta look to see the true address. They hide them now, but you can look to see exactly the address that they come from. But don't fall for it. Don't even look at your emails for that. Just use your app. Use your app. Hello, Shani. Welcome. Good to see ya. Ooh, scrambled eggs, cheese, and onions with some Honeycrisp apple and maybe a bit of yogurt. Wow. It's cool. It's also good if someone loses their phone. This is the app, the tracking app. My daughter-in-law's sister called from New York after losing her phone in the street somewhere, and we were in Florida in the car, and when they found her phone by directing to its location. That is amazing. That is amazing. I love it. That is pretty cool. That is I didn't even think about it in that regard. That's pretty awesome. You have the Family Link app that you can see where he is, what he's doing on his phone, and set parental controls. Nice. Get off that phone and do your homework. Just get a bunch of purple. There is so much purple in this pattern. I mean, it's well, as you can see, it's what goes all the way around the top part of it, and there's a lot of it within it too. There's so much purple. I got so much of that. All right, Rosie, we'll see you later. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, yeah. Kids want the iPhone 12. They always want the latest and the greatest. Oh, man. I need to hang upside down by my inverter today. I have got a spot in my back that has been bugging me. Go hang upside down like a vampire. I need to do that more often. By the way, so the last couple of nights have been absolutely like perfect weather for hot tubbing. Hubby and I do not have a hot tub. But in the past, when we've gone up to Estes, you know, we've always done the place that has an Estes Park. We always do a place that has an outdoor hot tub because we absolutely love being outside in like sub freezing temperatures in a hot tub. It's just there's just nothing like it. It's just amazing. And the neighbors got a hot tub. They had installed, I don't know, 3 months ago, whatever. We have yet to actually, I mean, not that we would know for sure if they were in it, but the last couple of nights have just been like, hubby and I have both been like, you know, let's go hop over the fence and get in their hot tub. And we can tell they haven't used it because there's snow on top of there's snow on the cover of it. And we check it periodically just to see. But I'm like, oh man, I'm like, some people will only do hot tubs when it's nice outside or whatever, but I'm like, you are missing out if you don't do it when it's freezing cold. It's such a good, like, it's such a good, I don't know, experience. I don't even know how to say what I'm trying to say, but it's really nice. So happy the cell phones weren't fun items when you were 16. Pagers were the thing for us. Yeah, pagers. Yeah, I had a pager when I was in school. I had to have a pager when I was in school. I hated that thing. Cell phones would have been really, really convenient back then. But yeah, they are major distractions. And there's such an emotional crutch too. I find it at work that I'm like, I have like, when I get really stressed, I'll pick up my phone every time I have a chance and just look at like 3 or 4 things. It's like email and do I have a message and that's pretty much it. Like I don't have a single game on my phone. I did that on purpose. I used to have a game or a couple games on my phone, but it's for that reason. I don't have time to be on my phone So I just use it to check certain things. But yeah, I kind of pick it up. It's very much an emotional crutch. I'm like conditioned now to pick it up when I'm stressed. But on the other hand, I also do a lot of work stuff with it. So I do get text from clients and stuff through the phone sometimes, as you guys know. And so I keep an eye out on my phone for that reason too. Oh, wow. Wow. It was a brick. A cell phone that was a brick. Yeah. Yeah, the world has definitely changed in that regard. Okay, I'm going to go up here and start a new stitch here, and then when I go down, I'll get both of these. Oh, husband's home. That was a long trip. That was like over an hour. I wonder if Home Depot was busy. Or we may have had to go to a couple stores because maybe they didn't have the casters that we needed. We'll find out. You might start making noises though, because he's got to cut some wood and do some drilling and stuff, so it might get a little noisy. But we got to get this done today, get this stuff done and painted, so we can take it into work tomorrow and get the cat kennels all set up. Because we could be open by the end of next week. I sure hope we are. I can't see how we couldn't be. I'm pretty sure it might be Wednesday, it might be Thursday, but we should be open. And my stress level has gone considerably down. That's why I'm stitching so much more lately, is because that project, that 2+ year project is finally wrapping up, at least on my end of things, is finally wrapping up. Thank goodness. Safety reasons, phones are needed. Yeah, if they're leaving the house, absolutely. You remember how heavy your handbag was? Because with the pager, cell phone, and the PDA, then coins. Yeah. Um, remember Palm Pilots? I had one of those for a very short period of time. I'm not one to, as you guys know, to organize stuff very well, but the Palm Pilot was pretty cool. I think I remember playing solitaire on it though. I think that's the thing that I remember the most about it. Oh yeah. Binky is in the bedroom. Oh, I've decided I think I'm gonna give her like a tiny little kitten pad for the Binksters for her bed. She's got big towels, and I took the cover off of a kennel and then padded it with a couple blankets so she can kind of make a little nest in there, and she really likes it. I think it gives her a sense of being secure. And that's actually where she's at right now. She's across the hallway in the bedroom in her little safety area, and she's probably taking a nap. I'm like, you can do whatever you want to, kid. You don't have to have me. In fact, it's nice not being completely like bossed around by her all the time. She bosses me all the time. Feed me now. Let's go upstairs. Feed me now. Nice. Okay, come up here. Do this one next. Oh. I had a Palm Pilot for social calendars. I was double booking myself for parties. Nice. And I think 20 years ago we didn't use cell phones and couldn't be contacted unless we were home. I know. We disappeared into the ether when we were, yeah. I mean, and it's so funny now that people feel like they have to pick up their cell phones. You know, when somebody calls, it's like you can't just say, no, I'm not available. Or when people call you, they think that they're going to get you every time. I find that that's funny too, because I'm like, you know, I don't need to be there constantly for that level of, I'm at your beck and call. Glad your stress is down, Jules. You've been working super hard. Thanks. Yeah, it is way down. Gave my oldest the set my phone to use because she was going to a friend's house and they were going to be outside sleeping. My bill was over $200. Oh my goodness gracious. I remember the days of saying, I will be at this phone number if you need me. Yeah. Huh. That's too funny. That is too funny. There we go. There we go. Nice. I would like to cut back on my schedule at work too. I would really like to be going home a couple of hours earlier in the day. But that's not going to happen until we're busy enough that we can hire somebody else, which that day is coming quickly. Which makes me happy. And skies are gray. Yeah, I've actually had to turn my I turned my notifications off on my phone as well. Like I used to like, you know, back in the day, like when I got an email or if I got a text, I would let it pop up and tell me. But nowadays I had to take my text off because of the work related texts I would get at like 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night that honestly I don't have to respond to until the morning. So instead of getting myself all stressed out about something, I just don't respond until later. Ouch. I should highlight some. I don't need to highlight everything when it comes to the purple because there's so much of it, but I at least need to just know where I'm at. on this part. So I can come over here and do up this part. There we go. Oh, her friend's mom offered to pay half the bill. That's cool. Working on your second freeform piece right now. Are we talking about stitching, Sharon? Are you... And when you say freeform, what exactly do you mean? Sounds very interesting. Careful, careful. Boom, boom, ba boom, ba boom, boom. Boom, 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 ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, 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 ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, boom. No pattern, just making it up as you go? What? Colorful and stimulates your brain to be creative. Nice, that's cool. Finally went to work on Forest Dragon? Well, that's cool, Storm. That's really cool. There we go. Just slap down a perfect heart with no pattern. Wow. Nice. You definitely have an eye for that. That's awesome. I definitely could. Well, I shouldn't say definitely, but I don't believe I could do that. I gotta be told where to put stuff. Nice. For those guys who want to hang out, I think Sharon, Purple Sharon, oh to be Purple, will be doing her stream when I finish mine today. I think. Sounds like she'll be continuing that. Breakfast. I'll take some eggs. Hold the onions. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-da-da-da. Do, 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 do. Cool! She's gonna be streaming, kids. So you can watch some of that free-form stitching. Which sounds amazing. I'm gonna come down this way and do this. And that. Here's this. So yeah, I'm hoping for a lot of stitching today. Well, honestly, I've gotten a lot of stitching done the last couple of days, and I've doubled for too long on my YouTube videos. I had just 2 projects that I was showing, Reaper and Raising the Flag, and I was stuck on those for the longest time. And now, adding back in, getting Rainy Water Place going, getting Dachshund going, starting up, I get back to doing some more variety, which is what I enjoy because it gives me alternatives. I like alternatives. Hi, honey. Oh, are you here? No. No, that wasn't the door. Silly me. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. But get some things done. Get some organization done. Then we'll be good. We'll be good. Here we go. Making some progress. Making some progress. I actually pulled out the friction pen. Why was I using the friction pen? What was I using that on? Reaper? I can't remember what I was using it on, but I pulled it out the other day. Oh no, I used it on a different pattern that I decided I wasn't going to do. And I didn't even tell you guys. But the old friction, not old, but the friction pens for gridding are pretty good. I do like my big blue pen here for 14 count, but it gets hard on 18 count to get everything lined up just right. The Dachshund is fun. Yeah. All right, see you later, Rena. Making dinner. Animal obstetrics. Theriogenology might be the better word. But good luck with that. We'll see you later. Hey, Karen, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while either. Good to see you. Yoon says, I gritted everything with the friction, and I'm happy too. Yay! Bella says, 121 stitches this morning, 14,000 plus to go. Woohoo! Progress of any kind is good. There we go. Here goes the saw. Nice. It won't take him very long to get all these. Now that he's got everything, it'll be very short. I think it took us like, once we actually got the pieces together and we're like, okay, let's assemble, it probably took like 15 minutes for us to put together the first little platform cart thing. It's pretty cool. And it was fun to work on that together too. Oh, and I did make a run to Hobby Lobby when I had to go out on Thursday, and grabbed a few colors that I needed for that Lincoln Memorial at night cross stitch. So I was able to get some more progress done on that one this week. And while I was there, I picked up a few more. They were having a sale on essential oils, and I grabbed. I don't know why I grabbed the patchouli, but I grabbed the patchouli, and found out that my husband hates that smell with passion, and so I had to toss it. And then I also grabbed some cedar wood, which we haven't really put in the little air diffuser, room diffuser thing that we have. Probably do that today and see how it goes. But it's nice having the. That's probably one of the better things that we've ever gotten for ourselves. Just like a little room air diffuser freshener thing. You just put the essential oils, water, and a couple drops of essential oils in there, and it really does make a difference, big time. Especially when you got 6 dogs in the house. Insane life lately. Finalized divorce. Sold house, moved, and sent troubled child off to therapeutic boarding school. And then accidentally stepped on an X cross stitch needle. Foot got infected. Ended up in the hospital for a week. Hooked up the IV antibiotics. Better now. Wow. Been getting a lot of stitching and diamond painting done. Holy cow. You've had a lot of life transitions lately. I'm glad that things seem to be in a better way for you. Good gracious, kiddo. I'm glad you're better. Man, I poke myself all the time with my needles. I think I have an innate resistance or a really good immune system to some of that because of my work. I'm always exposed to I'm always poking myself with needles that have been exposed to weird things. I now have a big tackle box to hold all my small bits and bobs for cross stitch, all the friction pens, and now in the tackle box. Nice. That's a good way to a tackle box is a great way to organize things like that. Good gracious. Oh, you're diabetic. Oh, I got you. Been using the pens to label your thread drops too, so now you just have to rub it out and relabel. Ah. I thought I tried the friction pens. Do they have any types? Will any friction do? I don't know if they have any types. You know better than me, because I just got the one little set, uh, and I think I only have one or two of those pens left. Have any of you guys hand serged your cross stitch on the edges? Because I really ought to do it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Brilliant day. Did I just poke myself there? Silly person. Silly Billy person. Next step for you, get back to streaming. There you go. Not sure which box my phone holder boom arm is in though. Still have my entire craft room to unpack. You'll get there. One step at a time. Making mac and cheese grilled cheese sandwiches with tomato soup. Oh, with a small dog and a baby wrap on your chest. Nice. That's a perfect cold day meal, isn't it? That's awesome. You use the zigzag stitch in your sewing machine? Yeah, I don't have a sewing machine. Just do an overhand stitch by hand? Gotcha. The friction pilot? Yeah. Blanket stitch my fabric in blue sewing thread. Blanket stitch. Okay. Hand stitch them sometimes so I don't have to drag out the sewing machine. Dachshund piece looks like artwork at the House of Blues. It's a very popular style now. Like this, the colors and stuff, because I've got a few other ones. I've got like the Basset Hound piece that I want to get to at some point. I've got so many different things that I want to stitch. So many different things. And it's funny that I want to stitch myself, and then I also want to stitch my own pieces. I just have more and more and more. And yet I don't stitch faster. Well, I am stitching faster with this two-handed stitching, so that's one good thing. So at least we're making progress in that regard. Here we go. Okay, this is where it gets a little tricky. Gotta make sure I do this part right. There we go. Do, 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 do. Okay, hold on, Karen. I'll get to that in a second because that's going to be a conversation all in itself. Um, you just hand based yours when you do anything. Fold over the edge. Fold over the edge. Yeah, dealing with frayed edges. Yeah. 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 The thing is that I found some spare fabric, and so just to do my own stitch stuff at home, I want to use that fabric. So when I cut it, basically now I have open stuff for that. Um, if you have a good alterations person, it's easy, taking 3 to 4 pieces of fabric at a time and never paid more than $2 to $3. Nice. Um, fabric scissors that have zigzag edges so they don't fray when you cut. Oh, pinking shears would work. Oh, nice. They're like $10 in work. Nice. Okay, I'll have to look at that. So Karen's been out of the loop. So Karen, let me get you in the loop with what's been going on. So Old World Map 2 has definitely been on the back burner for the last 5-6 months, I think. Haven't been working on that. Really stressful year in the sense of we're building a kennel at work, and I've been in charge of everything to do with the building of it, and it has been a massive project with a host of delays, COVID related and otherwise, and just a lot of setbacks, along the way. But we are literally just days from being open at this point. We should be able to get final inspections done um, this week, honestly. I'm shooting for probably realistically Tuesday, Wednesday. They're actually at the practice right now, replacing the entire breaker panel on the main floor. So I'm staying away from there because I don't want to be in their way. But they're doing all that right now. And so that's just been really stressful. And then on the other hand, the other thing I've been doing since you haven't been around, I actually started my own Etsy design store. So I have uh, basically gotten a ton of projects that I have now. That you can find the link on my on any of my YouTube videos. But I've been designing a lot of my own pieces, so that distracted me a fair bit, and I've been stitching on those. And so yeah, there's been a lot going on. So Old World Map 2 definitely went to the back burner. So unfortunately. But that being said, it will come back out here real soon because we were gonna move and then we weren't gonna move, and then yeah, I think everything's on hold right now. And so we're just kind of, I'm putting stuff back up on my wall, but I've moved everything into the upstairs sort of semi office that I have, and where I stream here now, and I have my frames, my roller frame here that I started working with, and I've got my floss up on the wall, and I got a bunch of new organization stuff to get the floss up there. So once I get all that up there and I can start to find things again, then Old World Map 2 needs to come back out. So that is coming because I finally started feeling like I can work on that piece again, which is good. And I have it on Pattern Keeper now, which is even better, which will make it go by even faster. This is a little off here. Nice. There we go. So, yeah. It's funny because it's like with COVID, and some people are like, I've got all this free time, and I'm like, I don't have any. Like, free time is when I spend stitching, and I've got to get a lot of stitching done. So, I've been forcing myself to get more stitching done as of late because of um, because it helps me. It makes me feel better. So I gotta make sure that I get the stitching done. There we go. I think that will. Do that right there. Oh, Angela, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And of course, you were around, Karen, when I first started streaming, so you know that I started doing this as well. It's been a crazy year for everybody in one way or another. Who am I missing here? Hey, Woods. What's up, Woods? Yep, you are an old timer. You were here at the beginning. Let me go back up. I'd like to take credit for the idea. A stitcher friend of mine suggested it when I asked her where she gets her fabric done. I was lucky to know a good alterations person. Very cool. Very cool. Well, thanks, Karen. It is a cool pattern. When I have 10,000 subscribers, you can say you knew me when. I'm at, on YouTube, I'm at about 7,100 or so. So that's pretty awesome. I need to get back into being more helpful, though. I've not been very helpful on my channel as of late. And so, well, as of 2020, I need to get some more videos of other stitchers, other stores. I think with I think it's going to be have some good times coming up. Let's just say that. Good times coming up. Somebody's calling. My uncle's calling, but I will not answer. Let me turn this down. I will call him back later. He probably texted me to ask if I was available. Let me actually see what's going on, because it's... Nope, he didn't text me. So, probably just checking in, seeing how I'm doing. I'll call him back when we finish. I bet you almost that by the time I get downstairs, hubby's going to already have both of those things put together that we need to have put together. He's so handy. Hey, Allie, what's up? What's up, guys? Definitely got a lot of folks coming back in the stream today. I haven't seen in a little bit. That's awesome. Welcome back, guys. Glad you make it. Glad you make it. Glad you make it. Glad you made it. Let's put that up there. It's awesome. Oh, goodness gracious. There's that. Cool. Cool. Now, I wonder if I can find a slightly different color to finish up on today. That's pretty good. I got that part done. I've gotten this done lately. I got some done there. But I'd like to get big chunk done up through here. Really get a lot done through here this week. That would be my goal, my big time goal. Let me see. Find my bag of stuff. And then I brought up a few more colors. Let's see. That's the plain one. Oh, it's so sad. I gotta wear my glasses for everything. Hey, Constance, what's up? Yep, Sharon is streaming after I get done, for sure. For sure, for sure. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I have another color out here. There it is. I can use this light blue and do a little bit of this light blue color over in this area. Nice. Nice. Oh, that's right. He was going to the grocery store too. That's why he was gone longer than I imagined. I'm going to eat some more burgers today. Sunday is burger day around here. I like me some burgers. Let's see, this was indeed the little and sign. You don't hear any birds today? Well, one of the birds died. The noisy jerk bird died. Literally fell over dead right in front of us. And that happened about, I don't know, like 6 weeks ago now. And so the other one is hanging out in the sun over there and is just listening. I think he's waiting for me to feed him or give him water. He's being very patient, waiting. It's probably water. And so he doesn't sing as much, but he was singing earlier today. But he was very kind, and when I told him that I needed to finish the stream first before I got up and took care of him, just because I can't quite get out of where I'm at right now while I'm streaming. But he's being very patient. He's a very patient boy. So, yep. The bird passed, the gecko passed, all the fish passed. I just have the axolotl, who's doing great in his magnificently huge 50-gallon tank. Probably needs a good cleaning today. Oh, I did not give myself any room to stitch with this color. Whoops. Let's see here. Where are we? Yeah. Could start over here or up here. I could start down here. Could start right here. I just do that. You're petless at the moment, but once your foot heals, you really have to get a cat? Well, there you go. Cool. Sharon's testing out her stream. Ah, can't do that left-handed. It's not how I do it. Here we go. Walking down the street. go. That one. And then, where else am I going? I'm going to go up. Kind of doing a reverse what I normally do, go from the bottom up. That's a big sigh from the hubby. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, I can go up. 1, 2, and there. Oh, yeah, I definitely got to do some highlighting. There. There. Getting caught up. Piece of floss that's out here. There it goes. Let's go back. Do, 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 do. Do I ever use thread conditioner? You know, I tried that back in the day, but the problem is that it's one more step that slows me down, and anything that breaks my rhythm will distract me and make me like I end up doing other things then. So I have some of that not old fashioned, but I have, well, I don't know if I still have it or not, but the thread wax. I have some of that, or I had some of that, and I tried it, and I don't know if it really made a difference for me, but I know that I didn't want to keep doing it. That's just me. That's just me being me. That and that. Here. Close. And I've been hitting my thumb. I keep forgetting to put stuff on my thumb and put a Band-Aid on it at night to moisturize it. I need to do some of that today at some point because I keep hitting this spot and it's split my skin. It's been so dry. And so it's uncomfortable but not unbearable. Speaking of elderly birds, ha, ha. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this one's got to be like 12 years old. I mean, they're not supposed to live, well, theoretically, they don't live longer than 10 years or right around 10 years. This one's lived a good life, that's for sure. And he's totally fine by himself. I think he actually prefers it. I think the other bird kind of pushed him around a lot. But I'll put bird videos on during the day for him when I'm at work, and just nature sounds with bird songs in it, and he just sings away with them. He just likes it. It's all good. So that part. There we go. I can go way over here. I'm not using very long strands here. I didn't mean to cut them so short. That's just kind of how it happened. And I'm just gonna push through. What was the name of that thread conditioner that everybody said, was awesome, it's great, and everybody was using it, and then, but they went out of business like a year or two ago, I think. I forgot what it's called. Your husband just heard me, my husband using the screw gun and said, "Is that a horse?" Yeah, sure. That's what we're doing now. That's what we've added. You guys can hear that then, can you? It also could be a machine gun. The way it sounds. Oh, goodness. Nice. Yeah, it could sound like a machine gun been a fire range in the old homestead. Yeah, not in this neighborhood. Thread magic. That's what it was. Thread magic. I bet you Binky's actually kind of nervous about everything right now because of the noises. But she's not poking her head out looking at me. She's still in her bed, so. Karen, I got a new dog named Binky, and she's like the cutest thing that you ever have seen. She's absolutely just, ugh, just amazing. I love her. Let's see, let's highlight in here because I'm in a very difficult little spot. Oh, Sharon, anytime. If you're ready to go, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go stretch my back. But I'm also ready to get more done on this project. But I think when hubby gets done with the, it sounds like he's getting close. It sounds like he probably got one done. And he's cutting for the second one now. And the second one was all we needed to do. So we're gonna probably be painting when he's done with that. You ready? What breed? A Yorkie. And she is the cutest. Actually, you know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of a little baby Berenstein bear. And so she's like Binky Berenstein. And so go stretch and stitch. Yeah, absolutely need to. Cyberpunk just arrived. Your husband's doing the happy dance. He's gonna play Cyberpunk? Crazy, man. If our neighbors complain about dogs, then imagine a firing range. Yeah, they don't really complain about the dogs though, because we do a pretty dang good job of keeping ours quiet. We don't let them stay outside. But yeah, if you guys want to continue the chat and hang out with Sharon, O to be Purple, she is starting up her stream. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today and having the nice conversation while I worked on some Dachshund. I'm going to continue to work on Dachshund here for a little while and make a bunch more progress on it. Working on this area, probably go up and work on this area and see how much I can get done on it. I think that would be amazing if I could get a lot more done on it. That would be fantastic. So, but otherwise, I hope you make good progress on your all your projects, and that you stay safe and tucked in wherever you're at. I'm going to do the same. I'm staying in my PJs all day, and I'm going to relax. I figured as much. So, guys, I should be back on Thursday. And I hopefully will be, like, home on Thursday. But if we're opening this week, you never know. I might have to be there on Thursday morning for an inspection of some kind. But we'll find out. We'll see where we're at and kind of go from there. So, guys, have a great rest of your day. And I will see you soon. It was great stitching with you guys. I'll see you soon. And I'm gonna host Sharon here in just a second. Take care, guys. Bye.